If you walked into a Honda dealership today and picked up the Accord Hybrid, the one that's supposed to compete with the Camry on fuel economy, you pay $34,990. The base Camry Hybrid, $29,100. That's nearly $6,000 sitting on the table before you've driven a single mile. So the real question isn't which car has better cup holders. It's whether that $6,000 gap ever closes. And what I found when I ran the actual numbers might surprise you. Here's why this matters right now. In 2026, the Camry underwent a complete transformation for 2025. Toyota eliminated every non-hybrid Camry from the lineup. Every single trim level, LE, XLE, SE, XSE, is now a hybrid. No upcharge, no hybrid package add-on. Hybrid is the standard. That's a massive strategic move. Toyota is essentially saying our hybrid system is now mature enough, cheap enough to manufacture, and reliable enough that we're betting the entire nameplate on it. The Camry LE starts at $29,100, and it gets 51 miles per gallon combined. Now, here's where Honda is in a complicated spot. The base Accord, the Accord LX, starts at $28,395. But that is not a hybrid. That's a 1.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder that gets 32 miles per gallon combined. If you want the Accord Hybrid, the version that actually competes with a Camry on fuel economy, you're starting at $34,990. That is a $5,890 gap to get into a comparable hybrid powertrain. And that gap is the central question of this entire video. Before we go any further, I want to flag something that almost nobody talks about in these comparison videos. When people compare the Accord to the Camry, they usually compare the base Accord, $28,300, to the base Camry, $29,100. And they say, oh, they're basically the same price. But they're not the same car. The Accord at that price is a conventional gas engine. The Camry at that price is a full hybrid. Let's lay out the numbers clearly. 2026 Toyota Camry Hybrid, all trims, all hybrid. LE, $29,100, 51 miles per gallon combined. SE, $31,360, 48 miles per gallon combined. XSE, $34,460, 46 miles per gallon combined, AWD available. XLE, $36,660, 46 miles per gallon combined. 2026 Honda Accord Hybrid, trim levels, Sport, $34,990, 48 miles per gallon combined. Sport L, approximately $37,500, 48 miles per gallon combined. Touring, approximately $40,000 and up, 48 miles per gallon combined. At the entry level, Camry LE Hybrid versus Accord Hybrid Sport. That's $29,000 versus $34,900. A $5,890 difference. At mid-trim, Camry XSE versus Accord Sport L, you're looking at roughly the same price territory, around $34,000 to $38,000. That's where the comparison gets genuinely interesting. Camry Hybrid, EPA versus Real World. EPA says 51 miles per gallon combined for the LE. Real-world testing from Consumer Reports and independent long-term reviewers comes at around 42 to 47 miles per gallon in mixed driving. That is still exceptional for a mid-size sedan. Accord Hybrid, EPA versus Real World. EPA says up to 48 miles per gallon combined. Consumer Reports clocked 40 miles per gallon overall in their testing. Real-world results across independent sources, roughly 40 to 44 miles per gallon in mixed driving. So in real-world conditions, the Camry holds a meaningful edge, roughly 3 to 5 miles per gallon over the Accord Hybrid. Let's translate that to actual dollars. The math? Assume 15,000 miles per year, close to the national average. Assume gasoline at $3.50 per gallon, roughly where most markets sit today. Camry Hybrid at 44 miles per gallon real-world. 15,000 divided by 44 is equal to 341 gallons per year. 341 times $3.50 equals $1,193 per year in fuel. Accord Hybrid at 41 miles per gallon real world. 15,000 divided by 41 is equal to 366 gallons per year. 366 times $3.50 equals $1,280 per year in fuel. Annual fuel savings with a Camry, approximately $87 per year. I know what you're thinking. $87? That's less than one tank of gas difference per month. So how does the Camry's fuel economy advantage justify anything? The honest answer, it doesn't in isolation. The fuel economy gap alone doesn't dramatically change the financial equation. What matters is how you stack it against purchase price, maintenance, insurance, and depreciation over the full ownership period. Let's think about this differently. Instead of annual fuel cost, let's use cost per mile, the metric that tells you the real story over the life of the vehicle. Camry Hybrid at 44 miles per gallon. $3.50 divided by 44 equals $0.0795 per mile, roughly 8 cents per mile in fuel. Accord Hybrid at 41 miles per gallon. $3.50 divided by 41 equals $0.0854 per mile, roughly 8.5 cents per mile in fuel. Over 100,000 miles, which is a reasonable expectation for either of these vehicles, Camry saves you approximately $590 in fuel alone. That's real money, but it's also not $6,000. The Camry's fuel advantage does not close the entry-level price gap between the two hybrids. Something else has to justify the Accord's higher price. And we'll look at what that something actually is. This is where we do the real work. Forget sticker price. Forget EPA estimates. Let's build a 5-year cost model for both cars based on actual data. For the most useful comparison, I'll run 2 scenarios, entry trim and mid-trim. Scenario 1, entry level. Camry LE Hybrid at $29,100 versus Accord Hybrid Sport at $34,990. Purchase price gap, $5,890 in favor of the Camry. 5-year fuel at 15,000 miles per year, $3.50 per gallon. Camry, 44 miles per gallon real world, $5,965. Accord, 41 miles per gallon real world, $6,400. Camry fuel advantage, $435 over 5 years. Maintenance, according to RepairPal, both cars sit at the top of their class for reliability. Honda Accord, 4.5 out of 5.0, ranked first out of 24 midsize cars. Average annual repair cost, $400. Toyota Camry, 4.0 out of 5.0, ranked third out of 24 midsize cars. Average annual repair cost, $388. The difference is statistically negligible, $12 per year. Over 5 years, $60 in favor of the Camry. Insurance, the Camry typically costs $50 to $150 less per year to insure than the Accord, depending on your location and driving record. Conservative estimate, $100 per year difference, $500 over 5 years in favor of the Camry. Depreciation, both vehicles depreciate roughly 35 to 40% over 5 years. KBB named the Camry its best midsize car for 2025 and 2026. That kind of recognition supports residual value. The Camry holds a slight depreciation edge. On a $29,100 purchase, we'll estimate $200 in favor of the Camry. Entry-level 5-year total, the Camry leads by approximately $7,000. The $5,890 purchase gap does not close. The Accord Hybrid never catches up at entry trim. Not through fuel savings. Not through maintenance advantages. The Camry LE Hybrid simply wins this comparison. Now we're comparing the same money. Here's where it gets genuinely interesting. 5-year fuel, same assumptions. Camry, $5,965. Accord, $6,400. Camry Advantage, $435. Maintenance over 5 years. Camry, approximately $1,940. Accord, approximately $2,000. Camry Advantage, $60. Insurance over 5 years. Camry, approximately $5,500. Accord, approximately $6,000. Camry Advantage, $500. Depreciation lost value over 5 years on $34,700 purchase Camry, approximately $13,100 lost. Accord, approximately $13,400 lost. Camry Advantage, $300. Mid-trim 5-year total cost of ownership. The Camry leads mid-trim total cost of ownership by approximately $1,800 over 5 years. At mid-trim, the gap narrows significantly. You're paying a roughly $1,800 premium over 5 years to drive the Accord Hybrid. Whether that premium is justified depends entirely on what you value, and we'll talk about that in the final verdict. Let me give Honda its fair defense, because this is not a Toyota commercial. The argument for the Accord Hybrid at equal trim is legitimate. You get a more engaging car to drive. Most reviewers agree the Accord has better handling dynamics, a more driver-connected feel, and a more refined rear suspension. The Accord also traditionally offers a more spacious rear seat than the Camry. Honda's infotainment interface responds faster and is more intuitive in most head-to-head evaluations. If you drive this car primarily for commuting enjoyment, if the drive itself matters to you, the Accord can justify its price on experiential grounds even when the 5-year math slightly favors the Camry. Not everyone buys a car as a spreadsheet exercise, but this channel is about knowing what you're actually paying for. If you choose the Accord Hybrid at equal trim, you're paying approximately $1,800 more over 5 years for a measurably better driving experience and a marginally more premium interior. That is a legitimate trade, as long as you walk in knowing that's the trade you're making. Let's address the question that pragmatic buyers actually want answered. How long will the hybrid system last? And what does failure look like? Toyota's hybrid system, now in its 3rd generation in the current Camry, has been in mass production since 1997. The Prius proved the concept. The Camry has carried a version of this system since 2007. That's nearly 2 decades of refinement, millions of units deployed globally, and a well-documented track record. Toyota hybrid batteries routinely reach 200,000 to 300,000 miles with minimal degradation in real-world conditions. This isn't a marketing claim. It's documented by taxi fleets, rideshare operators, and independent long-term owner data. The eCVT design, an electronically controlled, continuously variable transmission, eliminates the traditional clutch and torque converter, reducing mechanical wear significantly compared to conventional automatics. Honda's 2-motor hybrid system in the Accord, introduced in the 2023 redesign, operates differently. It's more complex in its approach. 2 electric motors work in parallel with the gasoline engine, prioritizing electric-only operation at lower speeds more aggressively than Toyota's system. The result is strong efficiency, particularly in city driving. In highway driving, it gives back some of that advantage. The honest assessment: Honda's current hybrid system is well-engineered, but it's newer. The long-term data set is smaller. We simply have fewer 200,000-mile examples to draw from compared to Toyota's system. US News & World Report gives the 2026 Accord Hybrid a predicted reliability score of 80 out of 100. The Camry Hybrid scores higher in most third-party reliability projections. Both cars offer hybrid battery warranties of 10 years or 150,000 miles in most states, so battery replacement risk is largely neutralized for the first decade of ownership. For a buyer planning a 10 to 15-year ownership horizon, Toyota's proven engineering track record is A. 2026 Toyota Camry Hybrid. The interior is a meaningful improvement over the previous generation. Toyota clearly invested in material quality. Higher trims feature a 12.3-inch infotainment display. Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 is standard across all trim levels: pre-collision warning, lane departure alert, automatic emergency braking, and adaptive cruise control at no additional cost, even on the base LE. That's genuinely good value bundling. The ride quality is smooth, compliant, and tuned for long-distance comfort over spirited driving. Some reviewers describe the steering as vague. That description is accurate. This car is not trying to be sporty. It's trying to be quiet, comfortable, and efficient. And it delivers on all three. Cargo space is 15.1 cubic feet, solid for a mid-size sedan. 2026 Honda Accord Hybrid. The Accord's interior is generally regarded as more premium feeling at equivalent trim levels. Materials quality is a touch higher. The layout is more contemporary. Honda's infotainment system responds faster in most direct comparisons. The driver experience is notably better, firmer, more direct steering, more responsive to input. If you enjoyed driving, you will feel the difference. Rear seat space is genuinely excellent. The Accord has been a benchmark for rear passenger comfort in this class for years. If you regularly carry adults in the back, the Accord has a concrete advantage here. However, and this is a documented complaint from Consumer Reports and multiple independent reviewers, the Accord Hybrid's trunk is disappointing. Hybrid battery packaging reduces cargo capacity measurably compared to the non-hybrid Accord. If you regularly carry large items, this is a real drawback. By the 2026 Camry Hybrid, if you're a pragmatic buyer focused on long-term value, you want a hybrid from day one with no price premium. You prioritize a proven drivetrain with 2 decades of real-world reliability data behind it. You care about fuel economy and want the math to work in your favor from the moment you drive off the lot. At $29,100, the Camry LE Hybrid is one of the strongest total value propositions in the entire midsize sedan market, possibly the strongest. By the 2026 Accord Hybrid, if you're comparing mid-trim to mid-trim, and the driving experience genuinely matters to you. You value a more dynamic, driver-connected car. You spend meaningful time with rear passengers and want that additional comfort. You prefer Honda's infotainment interface. And you've run the 5-year numbers, and you're comfortable with the $1,800 total cost premium at mid-trim. That premium is real, but it's not irrational if you're getting something you tangibly value in return. My verdict, the 2026 Camry Hybrid is the better car for your money at every price point where these two directly compete. The Accord Hybrid is the better car to drive. Those two statements can both be true. And knowing which one matters more to you is exactly how you make the right decision. If this breakdown helped you think through the decision more clearly, that's exactly what this channel is for. No brand loyalty, no manufacturer relationships, just the actual numbers. If you're also cross-shopping EVs and wondering whether either of these hybrids even make sense against a good affordable electric vehicle in 2026, I got a full breakdown of the 10 most affordable EVs on the channel right now. Link is in the description. Some of them are genuinely excellent. Some of them aren't worth your money. Worth watching before you commit to anything.